Welcome to another episode of Glitter and Garbage. I'm Justine Marino. Blair is in studio with her Halloween bows. I know it's a day after. And we're joined by one of our absolute favorites, hilarious comedian, icon, killer, fucking writer, stand-up. I love you so much. It's Daniel Webb.
I love you too.
Yay.
Hi.
And oh God, the nails.
They're here.
They're here.
I'm hoping that there will be like a nuclear explosion or attack, and then these will just fuse with my hands. And then it'll be this forever.
I love them. I mean, it's really changed your whole demeanor, you know?
Right?
It's giving a little, so you guys, if you're just listening, he put on these kind of fingertip toppers.
They're dollar store,
and they give like a nice colorful nail, but your fingers are quite long.
They're super long. They're very Nosferatu.
I love it.
Very gay vampire.
I love it.
Very snatched.
I love it. I need my nails done, so
just put these.
I should just put those on.
But it makes me want to demonstrate shit or just point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I got to give directions to everybody.
Yeah. It's also giving a little like Nicole Kidman, like her fingers are so long. Like I just always think of the clapping, you know?
This weird,
yeah.
I like this.
Oh, yeah, that's good too.
I never wear jewelry, but this ring I got at Thai New Year's, which we should go to in Hollywood.
Ooh, I would be down.
It's some of the best eating ever. It's
I
good.
love good eating.
But I got this shit for like $4.
Oh, amazing.
Very witchy.
So witchy. And I am wearing my cowboy hat from my costume because I'm not ready to let go of Matthew McConaughey and Magic Mike.
I was going to say, or we were saying, it's like when you wearing cowboy boots, right, is like a fashion.
Sure.
I wore them for years.
Yeah.
But you have to really put yourself in a headspace of like, it's not a costume. It's not a costume. It's not.
Yeah.
And a cowboy hat is even harder.
Yes.
But this ensemble.
Thank you.
For day wear is really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it like chill. You know, I wore a cowboy hat to Beyonce as well, a different one. And then I wore it to do the episode because I'm just really into myself in a cowboy hat. What can I say?
It's a look.
It's a look.
What's your, wait, how many cowboy hats do you have now?
Well, I ordered about 10 from Amazon to make sure I got the right one for my Matthew McConaughey costume, which was this one. I've returned most of them. So I think I only, I know, right? Sorry, didn't make the cut. I think I only have this and the Beyonce one now.
You don't watch Real Housewives, do you?
No. Wait, but I know a little bit. I'm familiar with the culture.
So you know who Kyle Richards is?
Yes, of course.
So she is an entertaining person on television.
Yes.
But it's for all these kind of like cringe, and I mean this is coming from me. I'm king cringe. But she's like, I love a hat. Like she has those kind of moments, right?
Yes.
But it'll be at like a Western store in Durango, Colorado, and she's having like this ugly ass turquoise felt hat pressed. Anyway, I think she needs an editor when it comes to hats.
Yeah, some people do. You know, I don't want to be like, I don't want that to be my thing. You know what I mean? Like you can't wear it too much because then it's like, it's
a season.
It's a season. It's a hint now and then.
I'm always trying to cosplay the basis for the Smashing Pumpkins, Darcy, because I loved her style.
You should.
There was right before she quit / was fired from the band, she was real gaunt. But she wore like a Pantera tank top and a fucking cowboy hat.
Yes.
And I went as that one year and nobody knew. Everyone was like, I love Pantera. I was like, no, I'm the emaciated almost.
That's the problem. Like for me, I went to Magic Mike Live, and then when I had COVID after Beyonce, I rewatched all the Magic Mikes, and I was like,
Beyonce gave you COVID.
Yeah, Beyonce gave me COVID, and then I was so just taken by Matthew McConaughey's performance. Was just top notch, and his outfit. I just wanted to wear a slutty cowgirl outfit, which I think most people just thought I was a slutty cowgirl.
Hey, it's a look.
It's a look.
Have you seen, what is it? Not A Time to Kill. What's the one where he's a lawyer? And
Time to Kill.
And he's sweating
and he's
like the whole movie.
Yes. And he has on a white, and he's so tan, and he has on a white shirt that he has unbuttoned.
Busting out of, right?
Fucking his muscles. He's so hot. His hair's all like.
It's the perfect hair.
Oh, it's so.
Like his hair is a parody of what it used to be. In regards to that.
Oh, absolutely.
But why? Okay, he's literally giving his, what do you call that in the court? Your final.
Oh, his closing argument.
It's that moment, right, where his shirt's unbuttoned like down, like his mid chest, and he's fucking blistering.
Oh my God,
sweaty,
he's so hot,
scorching, right?
And Ashley Judd is blonde in it as the wife.
Ashley Judd movie.
It is an Ashley Judd movie, and I just think of like fire and heat, and Sandra is in it.
Is she a blonde, Ashley Judd?
Ashley's a blonde in that movie.
Here's my favorite thing about the movie is she's using a different Southern accent.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm from Tennessee, but you can't tell in this movie.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
What is it? 90, like 6, 7, 8? That shit.
I think it was 96. That's one of my favorite. I love A Time to Kill.
So there's not to get political, but there's a horrendous Republican who's now on Fox. He's not even a rep anymore. His name is Trey Gowdy.
Okay.
Look him up.
Yeah.
But I say, is cosplaying that A Time to Kill Matthew McConaughey. Because he talks like this, he's always arguing his final statement.
Sure.
That. And he has this crazy weird hair that Matthew McConaughey kind of has now.
Yeah, he does kind of have it now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Still very handsome.
He's so
but
hot.
Nothing like that.
Oh my God, he was so. I mean, that was it for me.
My aunt in Austin, Texas, was neighbors. Was friends with his neighbor.
Okay.
In the huge scandal when he was arrested at his own house playing loud music.
Wasn't he playing Matthew McConaughey?
Naked Bongos.
I love that you said loud music. He was playing the music.
He was playing along with music.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
Okay, and he was naked.
Totally naked.
And stoned, right?
Or high, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his neighbors. Someone called the cops.
Rude.
And he was arrested in his own house, which whatever. This was the 90s.
Right.
But my aunt knew one of his neighbors said, he's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
He has 2 golden retrievers. They say him walking all the time. He looks like a golden retriever.
Yeah, he does. I was just going to say that makes sense. Like that would be a perfect dog for him and Ashley Judd in A Time to Kill. Just blondes, the family of blondes.
So I did recently watch on YouTube because I remember watching it on Real TV.
Okay.
It's called Love Can Build a Bridge.
Okay.
The Story of the Judds.
Yes.
And it's the Naomi Winona relationship.
Sure.
But it ends happily ever after in 1993, which is not how the story ends.
There's a lot more to the story.
But the Ashley Judd character, the actress, is fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's so
She's
good.
this like distant, ambitious actress.
I love
who
it.
Like can't be bothered with their fame.
Oh my God.
It's really rich.
That's so good.
But she has to like bow to it at the end.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course, as you do.
Have you ever seen her or Matthew McConaughey in person?
No.
Yeah.
I wish.
That's like a good.
Didn't Ashley Judd had some crazy accident in the Congo not too long ago? Do you remember that?
No.
This was like within the past couple years. She got bit? No, she like broke both of her legs.
What?
And the people she was with had to like fashion.
Naomi and Winona had to fucking drag her ass out of the Congo. No wonder Naomi offed herself. Nightmare daughters like that, the liability.
But they had to carry her for 12 hours on like a makeshift. The people she was with.
Total actress move.
Yeah, no, I mean crazy, right?
No, but she broke her legs. That's a nightmare.
It's wild.
See, that's why I don't leave the house.
Exactly. I'm like, this is why you don't go to the fucking Congo.
Yeah.
This is why I don't.
Buzz Aldrin, or the other one, Neil Armstrong.
Okay.
Don't ask me.
Sure.
But one of them. You can go to Antarctica lots of ways.
Sure.
The only way I'm ever gonna get there is like a lesbian cruise.
Yeah.
Hook it up. But you can do boutique trips there.
Okay.
I don't know, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah.
Trips. Excursion. You pay like $50,000, $100,000 to go to fucking places like Antarctica.
Sure.
Well, he went and then he had like a major heart attack or something like that. Well, guess what they can't do? Just fly a plane and come get you.
Right.
In fucking Antarctica. So then everyone else who's paid $100,000 has to fucking deal with you.
Oh no.
I mean, he lived.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, I think he's dead now.
Oh.
But not because of that.
This story took a lot of turns.
Well, and then he landed on the moon. And then he landed on the fucking moon.
Well, speaking of death, what a transition.
Yeah, but it's the Halloween.
They carried her for 55 hours. Okay.
And she broke her legs.
She shattered her legs.
Even worse.
That's the thing. Thank you, Aaron. I knew it was really intense. She was like in the jungle on an excursion, just like, in the Congo doing some like exploring.
Slipped and fell on something.
Fell and her legs were crushed.
Does it say how she shattered? Well, that's the
how do you
mystery,
just fucking
right?
shatter your legs?
You're running from a gorilla.
But did something must have fallen? Oh,
Something was chasing her.
Something was chasing her, or something fell on her.
A snake.
A snake.
But
Fell, or maybe she fell and shattered.
What's that thing? In Lord of the Flies, don't they a rock, a boulder, and they kill the kid?
Oh yeah,
right?
It's been a while since I've read that uplifting story.
Yeah, and I didn't. I skipped it. Did you read your assigned books in school?
I'd say 50-50.
I just failed.
Yeah. See, I was either really into school and like type A, or I was like partying, smoking weed, and like could not give two shits, you know?
I would just make it up with all the other shit I had to do besides read a book.
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
Sure.
Lots of extra credit.
Oh, yeah. Lots of extra credit.
Lots of, you know what I mean, where you'd write a paper, but you draw a picture to go with it.
Yeah,
and she'd be like, well, we didn't ask for illustrations, but 5 points for creativity, right? You just try to like invent your own grading system.
Totally. But speaking of death.
Yeah. It is Dia de los Muertos.
It is Dia de los
we
Muertos.
We have mints left out for our spirits.
Yes,
that have
we
departed.
do. And you guys, we recorded last week's episode before the news broke of Matthew Perry, which were you a Friends fan?
Season 1, wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Mainly because of Lisa Kudrow.
Sure.
But I like him a lot in season 1.
Sure. I was a diehard Friends fan. Like diehard, watched it, cried when it ended, like felt like they were my friends.
Yeah.
Had that real, and I think that's why, like it really hit me hard. I don't know why.
It was only remarkable from like an age perspective. It's like, oh wow, if he can die, I can die.
Anyone can die.
I mean, I know there's lots of factors.
Yeah.
But no, there's a lot to his story.
So that's what I think him, Dustin Diamond, who played Screech, both of their deaths felt very sad to me because I feel like the end of their lives, although it did sound like Matthew was kind of making a comeback, which almost makes it more sad because he's had so many ups and downs.
But end on a high. I mean, I know he preached sobriety, but end on a,
Yes.
on the upswing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. Because I guess he had some like work lined up and stuff and was getting his shit together.
Yeah. I mean, he just got off a fresh game of pickleball and was chilling in the jacuzzi. And sounds like a great day.
It sounds like an amazing day.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think he went out on top.
Great. Yeah, why not? Well, and here's the thing. I'll say this. This is a disclaimer. It's like pills will just wreck you.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like all kinds of addictions do all kinds of things, but it's like if it will really ravage your body. I'm not saying this is what happened.
Yeah.
But all my friends who just didn't wake up and shit like that, it's that kind of lifestyle. So it is hard. It really does damage to your
It does.
system.
And I think, so as of today, which
I say this as these nails are cutting off my circulation.
I know.
And I'm about to stroke out.
You just stroked
I'm like,
out.
y'all need to listen to my health.
Jenny, your hands are bright blue.
You're purple, but it's
So as of this recording, which is Wednesday, November 1st, there was no fentanyl or anything like that in his system.
Okay. Yeah.
They did say they found prescription like antidepressants, anti-anxiety stuff. I think it could have just been.
Sorry, I'll
he
pick
just
him up
tried to
later.
feed
I'm
himself
sorry.
to
I'll pick him up
Altoids
later.
and he dropped.
I am listening. I'm
What a juxtaposition between the story I'm telling.
There were no.
You guys, we do not take this lightly.
No,
I just want to say
not at all.
I am very sad about it.
Okay, so
more so than
I am sad about it.
Daniel, obviously.
I am sad about it. I'm like, I couldn't even try to get fentanyl in my body with these fucking nails
No,
on.
not with those nails. Though it looks like you would have it in your body with those nails.
This is the effect.
Yeah.
People forget how crazy popular and how fast the popularity came to that show. It was like the summer after season 1.
Oh, it was crazy.
Do you remember when they were on Oprah?
I don't. What year? It was early.
The first season.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't see it.
So May of like before they all got their sparky new haircuts.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which was also, remember he showed up season 2 like all super close.
Yep.
So yeah, Oprah had him on to address the phenomena that they had become.
Yes.
And there's a part where the 3 guys from it sing the song that Lisa Kudrow sings during the blackout.
Oh.
And the 3 dudes with their voices together sound really good, but it's Matthew Perry does the "but to me it is not scary." He does like the deep part, and he sounds really good.
Oh.
Yeah, I liked him. He was the funniest one.
I thought I had such a crush on him growing up.
You did?
Oh, I was, because he was funny, you know?
I have a crush on season 1 Joey.
Oh, interesting.
That long, swoopy hair.
It's funny. Mitch was like, "Oh, I'm surprised you like Chandler and not Joey." And I'm just like, I don't know. I've never been like super into Italians, probably because they look like my family and it feels weird to me.
It's incestuous.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
That's what it feels like. Like everyone's like, "Oh, Al Pacino's hot." And I'm like, that looks like my dad.
No,
you know?
and also Al Pacino has a very short window of being hot.
He does, right?
No
yes.
disrespect.
No, yeah. But yeah, it was shocking to see. I just saw the picture of him and saw Breaking, and I was like, no. Luke Perry, the Perrys have really affected me, their deaths.
They have similar, there's lots of overlap in that.
Yeah.
Mainly just their look and their...
Matthew was on 90210 early.
Wait, who was he?
He did I think one episode. Was he a friend of Brandon's, I think, and I feel like he played tennis.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
and he was like
yeah.
preppy, and I feel like he was troubled or something. I don't fully remember, but I was thinking about that he was on that show.
Yeah.
And he's just, Fools Rush In I love Fools Rush In with Salma.
Hello, dated Julia Roberts.
Oh yeah, a fucking iconic.
Do you remember that? Okay, so I remember like when they had an episode after the Super Bowl. Oh. And like the whole like family and all their fucking friends and everybody, it was like a huge thing to watch the Super Bowl. But then when that happened, people were glued to it. Like
it's crazy.
The popularity of Friends was like a thing. In Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, they made the cover of People magazine.
And that back then, the 90s, that was like the epitome of making it.
The whole cast, I can see it. They made the cover, but they released it the week that the singer Selena was shot. And so in Texas, in every other edition has the Friends, and then in the corner thing is the Selena story. And in Texas, because she was so huge, they swapped it.
Oh my God.
So the like collector's edition is the Selena big one with the Friends in the corner.
Do you or anyone you know have it?
No, yeah, I did somewhere in the annals of all my bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, like my old Rolling Stones.
Oh my gosh. I have some old Rolling Stones too.
Oh yeah.
You got to.
Because that was going to be my plan B, because I'm always cosplaying as Darcy, the bassist from Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh.
I finally have the Grover shirt that she's wearing. Oh. My boyfriend, who's really good at thrifting, it's the Grover shirt she's wearing on the Rolling Stones cover.
Oh, amazing.
But I look I don't know if you can tell how atrocious I look, but when I have a blonde hair, my skin looks like the color of the curtain. Like I'm so pink.
Oh, pink.
You're like, yeah.
I just look really washed out when I'm blonde because it's just like too much of the same, because I have kind of yellowy undertones.
No, anytime I'm in a blonde wig, I look like, on SpongeBob, the background fish, the fish in the background who are just eating at the restaurant or shopping, or it's like those guys. I look like that. I'm just this wide-eyed, like pink.
Hilarious.
Thing with like some yellow flare.
Oh my God. But
so wait, what? Okay, you're a Friends crazy person. You love it.
I love Friends. Look, I haven't watched it as much recently. Obviously, it was like, but in my late teens, early 20s, Friends was the shit.
Well, and the mom from Ab Fab is on it.
Everyone, and it was just iconic. And again, just like Chandler and Monica they were it.
Oh yeah, see, I was out by then.
Yeah, so I probably, because I was a little young when it premiered. I was only 9, so
Ouch. Can we bleep that? Can we just bleep? She says I was only bleep. Fucking reading me. It's because I was not serious about the fentanyl. And I was trying to beat myself up. Fucking. Look, God damn it. I'm going to pick all these up. I swear. There's only 3. But
oh my God.
What's your favorite episode? I have one.
I have a few.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Blair's reverse.
Hi,
She's reverse
Blair.
sneezing a little bit.
It's okay.
Which it's hard.
She's upset.
You're supposed to cover their nostrils when they do it, which sounds mean, but it's what the VCA says to do.
She's into it.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. You're
Hi,
okay.
Blair.
Well, it's supposed to like force them to swallow, and then it clears whatever it is out of their throat.
I have been looking at adoptable dogs online.
Oh, good. Yes, please.
It's weird. It's like even worse than like Tinder or like Grindr. Do you know what I mean? Just like the swiping and the looking and the looking. You're like, oh my gosh, what if you just envision yourself with like each dog?
That's what I did, but she was the one.
Hi, Blair.
Okay, so my favorite episode, because I did make Mitch watch a few of my because Mitch was not a Friends person.
Yeah, there's a big divide in it. Hi, Blair.
There, you're okay. You're okay.
Maybe it's the nails.
I think it's the nails. She's allergic to your nails.
I think, well, they might just be alarming. I look like a giant.
So my favorite episode, I've got to say, I love the Thanksgiving episodes. The one where Ross got high is so funny. Have you seen that one?
No.
Where Chandler and Monica are breaking it to her parent. Her parents don't know that that
Their
Chandler.
parents were hilarious.
So funny. I love the episodes with their parents.
Yes.
They don't know that she and Chandler are dating, let alone living together. And they don't like Chandler because of a lie that Ross told them back in the day, that he got stoned and jumped out the window to cover up because Ross was getting stoned.
Yes.
So that's one of my favorites. And then the one with the holiday armadillo. Have you seen that one?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. Go home and watch. It is so fucking funny. It's another holiday one. Ross's son Ben, who's played by Cole and Dylan Sprouse from Riverdale.
That's right, because all of a sudden the kid's like 5 and can talk.
Yeah, it's like the kid's like a baby, we don't ever see it, and then it's a working actor baby.
That's a great, the one where the baby's born is a great episode.
Oh, that is a good one too.
Lisa Kudrow puts on the jumper. She goes, "Hi, I'm Ben.
Yeah.
I'm hospital worker Ben."
Yes. Lisa's so great.
She's the funniest.
She's so funny. But so the holiday armadillo one, they're trying to. Did you just?
It's this all day. It's this all day. Am I stroking my beard with these fucking Target nails? Yes.
This is the most unhinged episode, and I love it. Let's wear costumes every time.
Oh, every time. If I had brought my cloak. Can you imagine?
We're doing costumes
next
time.
I'd be floating. Because I pick my nose with
Your
it.
cloak did look amazing, though.
But thank you again. My fucking boyfriend.
You looked hot. Like, you looked like hot Dracula vibes.
It's very Interview with a Vampire.
Yes.
I say because it's hooded, right? It has a hood, and it's real druidy hood.
That's what I like in a hood.
And it's a long cloak with
dramatic.
It
There's
has
drama.
movement. Mm-hmm. But I said it looks like I'm delivering a letter on horseback. You know what I mean? And in like the dark of the night.
100%.
But also Hocus Pocus, when they go flying, they put on their cloaks.
I love those cloaks.
So it's that. It's just black.
They're great. I love it. You could fly with them on the vacuums.
It has such movement and it's so long. It looks like I'm like me.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I love it.
Okay, so wait, I interrupted you.
So the holiday armadillo. Anyway, basically Ben is obsessed with Christmas, but Ross wants him to know about Hanukkah as well because he's part Jewish. And
suddenly, I don't remember a Jewish storyline.
Well, I think it's always like Ross and Monica have always. I don't know when they threw that in that they're Jewish, but yes, they are. They are.
Okay.
They throw in
Geller.
And he's Geller.
Okay, yeah.
So he's trying to get him excited about Hanukkah, and Ben just wants to see Santa, and so all the guys go to the costume store, and all the Santa costumes are gone. So he gets an armadillo costume and then calls himself a holiday armadillo.
Yes, I can see it now.
But there's this moment.
It's a huge costume,
it's
right?
humongous and so insane looking. And there's this amazing part where he's about to start telling Ben about, he's like, there are these people called the Maccabees. And Chandler comes in as Santa and is like, ho, ho, ho. And he's just, their exchange is so funny because Ross is like, what the fuck are you doing? Chandler's like, what the fuck are you doing? But they have to like yes and each other because to go along for Ben. So Chandler has this, he's like, Ross is like, oh, hello, Santa. I was just telling Ben about Hanukkah. And Chandler's like, okay, weird turtle man. Like, it's just, Mitch and I were dying laughing watching it. So if you haven't seen that episode, I highly recommend. It's so good.
Have we talked about, because season 1, which is obviously all I know, it's very 1995.
Yes.
Indie movie.
Yes, it's indie movie vibes.
Singles,
Yes.
reality bites. Even the lighting.
Yes, it is.
Looks like
the
that.
whole vibe of it feels like
And
that.
that was very, I don't know, for some reason, that's what attracted me to it.
Yeah.
And even they're like a little more bohemian, like a little more.
You're so right.
And so for some reason, I think as spacey as the first season is, because no one has, you know what I mean? Jokes are different. Everything's scatterbrained because no one has like their characters like.
Right.
Their jokes are so funny.
They're so funny.
But the blackout episode, which do you well, you may, but you were only 9.
Well, no, but I have rewatched. So.
But this was back in the gimmicky days of NBC or just television in general, where they would do a theme for the whole night.
Okay.
So like the reason that episode exists is because there was a blackout in New York City. So like on Mad About You, the lights went out, and then on Friends, the lights were still out.
Oh, so it was like a through line,
right?
Ooh.
And I think in some cases the characters would overlap.
Well, because Phoebe is from Mad About You.
Correct.
Ursula
Correct.
Is from Mad About You.
She's the ditzy waitress.
Yes, the ditzy waitress.
Same thing. So there was like, I think there's a horrible show called oh shit, what is it called? Empty Nest.
Oh, I remember Empty Nest.
I shouldn't say horrible, but it's just boring. Empty Nest, right?
Yeah.
Was on the same lineup as like Golden Girls.
Yeah.
And then Golden Palace, which was the Golden Girls sans B. Arthur.
Ooh.
Where they manage a hotel.
Oh my God.
And so I can't remember.
Wait, I forget that one.
Yes,
I forgot that existed.
And they had a shit ton of guest stars.
Wow.
Like Margaret Cho was on it on the same episode as Cheech Marin.
Oh my God, incredible.
So it's weird mashups like that.
Yeah, I love it.
But they had a hurricane episode.
No.
The whole night.
Yeah.
So like there was a hurricane on Empty Nest,
sure.
and watch out Golden Palace
Man.
because hurricane whatever. So yeah, the blackout episode was in that vein.
Oh, okay. I love that.
And I can't remember what the other shows were on.
No, that's
like Caroline in the City. Or
oh
some
yeah,
shit.
Caroline in the City. They and Seinfeld, of course, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because that was the height of it.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Must
yeah.
See TV.
The blackout episode, is that where at the end?
That's where Paolo shows up for the first time.
Oh.
And Mr. Who's the neighbor?
The naked guy?
No. Well, he's featured in it, but he was early on. But who's the?
Oh, the upstairs guy?
Yeah, he's really weird, tall, weird character.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
That's the first time you see him, I think.
Sure.
The monkey.
Oh, Marcel.
No, that's not true.
Marcel.
But no, I was upset. Lisa Kudrow was super funny.
She's so funny.
And in the 90s, when they were on TV all the time, right? There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
So they were always on talk shows. But her like Leno and Letterman appearances are hysterical.
Oh, good to know.
She's way funny interview, and then she got in trouble on Letterman because her husband's French.
Oh.
And they were talking about Europe, and she was in one interview she was very like flatly unimpressed with it and calls it old and dirty.
Oh my God.
And the studio audience is laughing, and then the next time she comes back, and I think she's been like nominated for a Golden Globe.
Yeah.
She's like, I love Europe.
Oh my God, hilarious.
Has to backpedal, but she's really, I love her.
I love her too. Obviously, Romy and Michelle is one of my like all-time favorites.
See, I even leave that when I think of her. That's like the 4th or 5th thing I think of.
Oh, it's Friends and Romy and Michelle. But let me tell you, so I got to do speaking of Romy and Michelle, and just to wrap that up because we're all over the place.
Oh yeah, sorry.
R.I.P. Matthew Perry.
Yeah,
Love him
truly
so
tragic.
much.
Very
so tragic.
sad.
And I hope that he will live on helping other addicts through his memoir and his organizations that he's started.
Honestly, the year, because it's like same with like Sinead, right? It's like you're like, because like her book is epic.
Yeah.
It's a really good book read.
And we lost Suzanne Summers like a couple weeks ago too, which
I loved her.
Another iconic sitcom, fucking Step by Step.
Right. Oh yeah, it's just so funny. I was gonna say Three's Company.
Oh.
You know him from radio. That's so funny. Even though I hate Three's Company, like R.I.P. Suzanne Summers, but I watched Step by Step.
Yeah.
Her hair's nuts on that show.
Her hair is insane.
Right?
Yeah, but she was like the original, one of the like OG, funny, also hot lady.
Oh, she was banging. Yeah, she was so
Banging.
hot.
Bombshell.
She was on Howard Stern a lot and would give like really good interviews.
I loved her.
She's a bit of a body shamer, but she's from
with the Thigh Master. You think the
Right.
person who invented the Thigh Master is a body shamer? The
but I mean, R.I.P.
thigh shaming people.
Now look who's being insensitive.
That's true.
The tables have turned. Is there not one dead person we can agree on? We can be serious about on this show.
Oh man. Well, I mean, look, we're all gonna die.
I know.
You know?
Well, I told you I think I keep mentioning it and I need to stop, but I'm playing a game of Dead Celebrity Bingo.
I just got invited to do that.
You did? I went in.
Oh, come on
for
in.
this year?
For this going through next
Coming in.
Halloween.
Wow, oh, you start on Halloween. That's great.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
My friend Thaddeus, who you would love, he's Mitch and my friend. He's how Mitch and I met. You would love him.
Okay.
But yeah, he texted today so should we get in on it?
I'm in one that starts on New Year's.
Okay.
We do it on the calendar. It's my first year playing.
You've talked about this before.
And I'm winning.
You are? Wait, who have you gotten so far?
Sorry, Tina. And who else has died? Well, Jimmy Carter's on ice.
Okay.
And then there's one more. Who fucking has died this year?
I
called Barbara Walters, but the game hadn't started yet.
Ugh, God.
Like when I was being told
Yeah.
we should play this game,
Sure.
who should we think of? And we
Sure.
were just kind of laughingly like spinning ideas because we were setting rules.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, Barbara Walters. And the bitch died the next day. So I'm winning the game. There's one more I can't
The
think
real
of.
tragedy of it.
I know. Well, and the prize isn't that exciting. I'll probably die before I find out that I win, which would be funny.
That would be.
So wait, you're going to do it?
I don't know. I'm iffy on it. I get
Because it's weird when someone you pick dies.
Yeah. I mean, there was a period, was it earlier this year, where a couple people that I mentioned died. Like to the point where my friends were like, don't say my name.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to remember who it was. It was a couple people, though, that I just like offhandedly random celebrities that I mentioned just passed away.
Who the fuck was it? It was another one. It's like, and the other thing is when you read the news that someone passed away and it's someone on your bingo card, you get a little bit excited.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, well, but then you have to wait to text your
Yeah, you have to
friends.
wait to be like,
You can be
I
like,
got
bingo.
it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I haven't made a bingo.
Okay.
But it's more, it's like a tic-tac-toe.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So it's whoever has the most.
Okay.
But we had rules. You had to pick someone young. Not young, but like under 50.
Oh, yeah.
Not like a child.
Yeah.
But you know, so it couldn't just be all the oldest people. Oh, Bob Barker. That was one.
Bob Barker. Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of easy.
Yeah, the old ones seem like they would be easy.
But see, that's why you can't just pick a bunch of people
right.
in.
Sure.
But the reason is because the person who taught me the game's sister
Okay.
cleaned house last December when every last person was like click, 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 like a bunch of people died and her whole board lit up. So finger, you know what I mean. We all want to win, but we don't want to win.
We're all gonna die. We have to laugh about it.
It's like,
You
and here's the
know?
thing: it's like people are so sad and I talk about this. This is not a bit I'm doing, but I do talk about it on stage. Like when Princess Diana died,
Yeah.
the world lost its mind.
Yes.
And then Mother Teresa died, and absolutely nobody cared.
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Yeah.
The press didn't care.
Yeah.
She was not on the cover of every newspaper magazine,
yeah.
nothing like that. And I saw it right there. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Even though I love Princess Diana.
Yeah.
She was definitely hotter than Mother Teresa. What? She here?
She did have the glam, you know?
Yeah, that crazy hair.
The crazy, that hair. Yeah.
I love it.
I do love it. Okay. I want to wrap up something that we talked about last time you were on, which has been a little bit.
Yeah.
We went a little longer than normal for us.
We've been busy.
You've
been out of town.
You've been out of town too.
I had to have surgery.
You did. Your finger surgery.
What's the like body word for hand? You know what I mean? Like cranium.
Like isn't it like metatarsal?
Is that it?
Is that your toes?
I had a
Metacarpal.
I had metacarpal extension.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Anyway, sorry. So it's been a minute.
He's like, these idiots.
You haven't heard of metacarpal?
These fucking idiots. So as of last time you were on, I was about to get my Titanic tattoo, my Heart of the Ocean tattoo. I was mid-scam, right?
Yes.
I didn't know if the girl was the scammer. I didn't know what was happening, but I knew something was not right, you know? So actually on the way home, I was like a fucking detective. On the way home, I stopped by the tattoo studio.
No.
It was right on my way home.
You did a drive-by?
I did a drive-by. This is how after that podcast,
You were lit.
I was lit. I was like, this is a case for the FBI, you know? So I got my magnifying glass and trench coat, and Blair and I did a drive-by on the way home. And the tattoo parlor did exist. I didn't go in or anything because it was unfortunately like up some stairs. It would have been very obvious that I was doing the drive-by.
Yeah.
But
in a trench coat.
In a trench coat too, and a magnifying glass.
So like, was that Inspector Gadget?
So I go home, I get a little stoned. Mitch and I go to Whole Foods. This is like hours after we finished the podcast. I get a message, because the tattoo artist I had been going back and forth with on Instagram, I had DM'd her and I was like, oh, I just actually emailed you, so all good, we're on it there. She got back to me a few days later after we podcasted and was like, I don't have any emails from you. And I was like, oh my God. let me, and she goes, what email address did you send it to? Someone else who was trying to make an appointment recently got scammed. So I screenshot it. I had left one T out. It was like something tattoo at gmail.com. And I had left one T out.
Right.
So these scammers are basically, they'll look at these successful, like hot tattoo artists.
Yeah.
And they'll grab all their emails that are like one letter off. Close enough.
Wow.
Hoping that a fucking idiot like me
No.
I mean, I did send the person 300. I was like,
So wait, it was truly like you truly mistyped it, or you saw a link that was there?
I mistyped it.
And it goes
and
to a
it
scammer.
went to a scammer. Isn't that crazy?
Like they have an account just set up every week.
Yes,
it's a bot.
This scammer must have, just because it happened to me on the missing a T, and it happened to someone else had missed an O on it. So they grabbed a couple of email addresses.
Y'all got to take a typing course.
I know, we really do. I'm the problem here, you guys.
But that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? And also it's crazy. They were like, oh, it's $550. The deposit's $300, which that should have been enough to be like, the deposit's not typically more than half.
But here's the thing, and I might be showing my age, but sending any money electronically at all is suspicious.
Oh, my dad is the same way. I'm like,
See,
whatever, Venmo
my
me.
dad
you know?
is the same way. It's like, well, I also don't trust the mail. I put something in the mail. I'm like, I can't believe it's going to like show up where it is. You know what I mean? My mom sends me a card. I'm like, how did this get here?
My passport went missing. My new passport.
Exactly.
So I'm in the middle of that right now.
Of all the pieces of mail you've lost in your life.
My old one came back. My new one did not.
Yeah. Oh my God, I have to do that soon. I'm so scared.
Be careful. If you can try and go in. Because I was
go in.
Like a couple years ago, I had to expedite it, so I was able to go to this place in West LA to do it. But this time it was just a renewal. So
can
they
you
made me
bleep
do
where it is? I don't want there to be a line.
Oh, where?
Yeah, I bleep the location because I don't want there to be a fucking line.
Yeah, no.
It says I have to update my passport since I've had my metacarpal extension.
Oh, yes, you do. You need to get those.
Because they're not going to recognize me.
No, they're not. They're going to be like,
immigration.
Who is this? Is that Nicole Kidman?
They're going to see me coming around the corner.
Yeah, they are.
Is that Nicole Kidman? See, I have a 5-second delay. Sorry. Okay, so wait, but what?
So basically, then the woman, I'm like so relieved she's not a scammer.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, great.
Because
like,
she's talented.
She's very talented. But then she goes, okay, yeah, what you want, it's going to be $1,500. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, yeah.
She's a talented scammer.
I know. I was like, this is a scam as well. So this is a different kind of scam.
Behind door number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Another scam.
So basically, even though I think she's fantastic and very talented and could have gotten the job done, I was like, I'm going to shop around. And I found this amazing tattoo artist at a place where I got my very first tattoo from someone else. He opened his own spot and has done most of my other tattoos, but it's called the Honorable Society in Los Angeles, right in WeHo near me.
Hey.
So I knew they were real. I was like, I was so paranoid though. Like they were like, oh, you need to bring in a deposit for $100. I go, I got scammed. I'm gonna walk this cash in.
Yeah.
So I dropped it off and I showed up and I got my tattoo and I
stunning.
love it.
Yeah, it really does sparkle.
It does, and I think it's every bit as good as any of the other like super
jeweled
like the
tattoo.
the $1,500 one. Any of her art, I don't think is like better than this.
It
so.
looks like what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
The heart of the ocean.
I know it is. I love it. It's like 3D. I'm obsessed. So guys, lesson learned. Don't get scammed and shop around.
Get a second opinion.
Yeah.
I remember in the 90s, I wanted bootleg concerts.
Okay.
And like, right, if you wanted like, there's YouTube.
Sure.
But and everything that's on YouTube now, you had to purchase on VHS.
Oh.
And when the internet was young, you had to send like a check to a P.O. box to some nerd in like Indiana.
How did you feel about that?
Well, it was my mom's check. I was a fucking teenager.
Like, fuck it, it's not my money.
But my mom would be like, you want me to do what? But then sure enough, like, a week later, like 7 VHSs would show up.
Right.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
But, I feel like I still don't trust a non-person-to-person transaction.
I feel the same way now, especially I just want to make it clear. I was paranoid about my passport because you have to send your old passport in, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
No.
I called around to all these places. They were like, no, that's what you have to do. There's no other way.
Normal,
unfortunately. So I went to the post office, dropped it all off, sent it in, all good, and then like it takes 8 to 11 weeks these days.
Which, yeah. And I mean, like, the world is fucking
I
on
know.
fire.
It's crazy.
I need to be able to get.
I need to be able to get out of places.
Get.
And so like 10 weeks later, like 9 or 10 weeks later, I get my old passport. I'm like, oh, the new one must be shortly behind. And then I go online and it says the new one was delivered 2 weeks before the old one came.
So there is a Justine out there traveling the world.
Yes, I had to go ask for a renewal passport.
Was it a good picture? Did you have to redo the picture?
No, I didn't. Thank God, because it was a good picture.
See, that's the thing. I told you I went into the DMV to renew my driver's license to get a new photo because I just have my haggy long hair. And I failed the vision test.
Oh, you told me that.
Right. So now it's like I have to go get fucking eyeglasses just so I can, because then I don't want to wear them in the photo. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
Because the whole point is getting a good photo.
Sure, of course.
So now I'm going to look like fucking the substitute teacher from hell.
Oh my God. No,
like
but you
the
could be
uncle.
hot with glasses.
It's a slippery slope.
It is, but you could you can make them funky. Like I used to be contacts only, and I'm way more into glasses these days because A, I'm lazy, but B, I've just learned to have fun and it's just like a fun
Get in there.
second, another accessory.
Yeah, I feel like there's something about it. I look immediately like Stephen King.
Okay.
Do you know how he looks in glasses? Right? It's that.
right.
Every pair I put on, I'm like, oh, I look like I'm a writer.
Okay, that's fair.
But I don't have I don't have the career to back it up.
You're like, I don't have the credits for these glasses.
I love Stephen King's glasses. He's like, my dad had those glasses.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like if you caught my dad on like Sunday morning reading the paper, it was fucking Stephen King. Those thick. It turns your eyes into slits.
They're not like immediately coming to mind. Let me
They're
look.
square-ish, usually maroon.
Usually
or
maroon.
a navy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I
He's got
mean?
like like a small, like a little rectangular wireframe kind of situation.
Yeah, it seemed more plasticky in the 90s. Yeah, it's that.
Is that? Yeah.
They're like readers, but God, look at that.
Is that?
Look at that.
Is that? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a different story, you guys. I'm
see?
showing the camera.
That's a horror story.
It is. Well, speaking of dressing up as characters, look at these transitions. I'm on fire today.
Yeah.
I ate so much sugar last. I
You did?
exclusively ate cookies and ice cream and candy.
Yes.
And that's why I'm fucking rolling
We
today.
had candy and pizza and ice cream last night.
that
It was
sounds
great.
so
And
good.
cookies.
And cookies.
Yeah.
I love
want
it.
more now. Wait, what kind of ice cream did you have?
I had, it's vegan, but it was like a
Don't say
salted
that.
caramel.
Have you been to Awan?
What's Owan?
Go to Awan.
What is it?
It's not ice cream. It's Awan.
Where is it?
It's in West Hollywood. It's right by you.
What?
I think it's all the stuff. Vegan, gluten-free, blah, 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 blah,
my God,
blah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Maybe I should look it up before I say
Yeah,
that.
no,
but,
I'm gonna go though.
But yeah, Awan, it's delicious. They usually have 5 flavors only.
Oh, really?
And they're usually real exotic and pretty and all that kind of shit.
Oh,
But then they
amazing.
have like a staple.
Okay.
Because that's me. I'm like vanilla.
Yeah. You do vanilla?
No, I'm just like, I'm so.
No judgment. I like vanilla.
No, I just want like sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Me too.
I'm like, don't fucking reinvent shit.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what
I don't
mean?
want like
fruity flower petals.
Yeah, no, I don't
None of that
typically
shit.
like the rose water
That bullshit.
or
Get
the
away from me.
lavender. Like I want
Like honey. Get away from me.
I'm trying to like do some damage here.
I did.
you know?
Yeah. Thank you. That's the word.
Yeah.
It's because I'll get into what did I have? It was like a sweet corn on one
Oh,
side
yeah.
and like a fucking green tea on the other. It was delicious.
No, it sounds delicious, but it just wouldn't be like my
It's
first.
a fucking smoothie. I
It
don't want
is.
that
It's-
shit.
It's
Yeah.
different.
I
It's
want
not
ice cream.
It's not trashy enough for me.
Thank you.
You know?
Which is why I buy store brand.
Yeah.
Fucking Ralph's brand or whatever that shit
Oh yeah.
is.
If they had a vegan, I would go with it. I go with the either the Ben and Jerry's vegan is so bomb.
Wait, not all theirs is vegan. Is
No,
it?
but they have vegan ones, plant based.
Do they have like a fudge, like a double fudge something?
Yes, they do.
That shit is good.
And they have a coconut 7-layer cake.
See, now you have me like coconut.
Oh,
Get in
that one
there.
is so
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That
yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
is. If you ever see it at a grocery store, get it.
Like, where's my
This is
get
a public
it.
service.
Steal it.
Steal it.
Burn the store down.
Run it.
It's 2023. The world is on fire. Put on fake nails so you don't leave a fingerprint.
Exactly. No.
That's what these are.
Yes, they're good to rob people
Don't
with.
leave a trace.
Yes. Oh, Blair has entered the chat, you guys.
Hi, Blair.
She's like
so cute.
She is so cute.
Honestly, the orange and black really make her little eyes pop.
I know,
and
so cute.
The kind of gray and white.
So
there.
cute.
Hi, Blair, Blair.
I know.
You're so cute. Oh wait, keep going. Sorry,
I wanted to ask. God, we get so ADD.
I'm sorry.
I love it. No, it's not just you. It's me too. I wanted to know what you thought about the celebrity costumes.
Oh my God, yes.
Because first of all, I want to say SAG had a rule. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, what was the rule?
Okay, so
silly.
Clearly I didn't follow it, but SAG had a rule. You know,
it's an overreach.
It's and I think it was more of a suggestion, but because most celebrities I saw did not.
Yeah.
A lot of them were dressed
Who
as-
suggested it? Fran?
I have no idea,
I like
but
Fran.
they basically SAG were on strike, as you guys know. We're not working. You know, with exceptions like I said, I did Dancing with the Stars. That's an exception because it's a different contract. And I got to dress up as a mummy.
What?
It
Oh,
was so
you were.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, but Mira
yeah.
Sorvino was there.
Yes.
And they did a Romy and Michelle tribute dance that I missed, but it was happening.
Really?
Yes. So.
Boyfriend had never seen Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, really?
Did we talk about that?
No.
He'd never seen a single episode of it.
Oh my God.
And it was the first premiere like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Just wait."
Just wait.
Fucking Jamie Lynn Spears.
Oh, yeah.
And then right next to her is the Brady, the old Brady kid. I forget his name. But he's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Well, do you know the Brady Bunch?" She's like, "No." It's every person is a wormhole.
Oh my God.
Right? I'm like, "What is Jamie Lynn Spears doing there?" I was like, "I guess just working on her relationship with Brady."
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Oh, okay, so you were Mira Sorvino.
Mira
on
Sorvino,
Dancing with
she unfortunately stop listening if you're behind, but she did get eliminated.
She did, not to the tribute dance.
I think that was her dance.
That's cold.
And she got eliminated. But I was in this crazy mummy outfit because I did a scene with Julianne and Alfonso,
You
the
did?
host. Yeah. It was the cold open. They were doing these like monster backup dancer
What?
auditions, and I played a mummy.
Shut up.
And yeah, it was so crazy. But my makeup was insane. And I'm just down during the lunch. They were filming the episode for last week, and we were filming it after, as soon as Alfonso and Julianne were wrapped. We were going to just knock that out real quick. So I'm downstairs with this crazy mummy makeup on. People were like, is she wearing a mask? Like Val,
Yeah.
was like, you look like your blood sugar's a little low. Like
Yes.
everyone was like, what the fuck is happening? But it was super fun. But anyway, like that kind of show can still go on. It's just the scripted
Right.
commercials are still okay, but scripted television and movies are like no-goes right now. And they actually came out with a statement like a week and a half before Halloween being like, hey guys, please don't dress up as any movie characters from popular TV shows or movies. Please think of other more general things like ghost, witch, spider. They said spider. That's
Nobody wants to be a spider.
no one wants to dress up as a spider. Like
too complicated.
Come on, that made my brain explode. And at that point, I had just received my Matthew McConaughey gear from Shein.
A week out. Everyone's locked in.
That's what I said. I go, these are theater nerds. We've all
I've had these since October 1st.
Exactly.
Right?
Like we've all known what we were going to be. This is our time, you know?
That's an overreach.
So I think a lot of people spoke out about it. I mean, Megan Fox dressed up as Kill Bill and tagged SAG in her thing, which I thought was a little like, okay.
She's going to strike the strike.
She's going to strike the strike. Well, then Lisa Ann Walter, you know?
Now, what'd she do?
She was like, she spoke out against Megan. She was like, so it's like, it did cause some drama. Megan, look, I think
Megan Fox, she's who we need to fucking attack.
Right?
Come on, Lisa Ann Walter, you're having a great year. Just fucking keep your mouth shut.
And I love Lisa Ann. Like, no shade.
She's
great. She's so funny. But I did think it was funny that like this is how much drama it's causing.
Yeah, she dressed in a costume. She didn't go to a Trump rally for fuck's sake.
Well, and also I think I think the rest of the celebrities, I saw a ton of them. Bradley Cooper and Irina Shayk were dressed up as like one character from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
A couple of, I've seen a bunch of.
They did it.
Fucking. What are the
The who?
Kylie and Kendall.
The Jenners.
The Jenners. So Kylie and Kendall as Sugar and Spice from was that from Batman Forever?
Yes.
Yes. They nailed that one, I think. I loved that so much.
I just love a sister act.
Me too.
You know what I mean? I like when they work together.
Yeah, me too. Better together.
And also undertapped market. No one really is them, or maybe I'm just blind to it.
No, I don't think anyone is them. I think everyone thinks Batman Forever is the shittiest Batman. I'm here to say it is my favorite Batman.
It's Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze.
No, that I think was the next one.
Oh.
Batman Forever was. Who was Catwoman in that?
What's that?
Nicole Kidman. Yes, it was Nicole.
No.
Yes. She's in it, but she's in it. She's not Catwoman. Who
not
is Catwoman
the Arnold
in
Schwarzenegger one.
That? Is Catwoman not in that one?
No.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
That's the
and
best
that's Michelle
one.
Pfeiffer.
That's the best
and then we
one.
don't get her again until what? Zoe Kravitz?
Mm-hmm.
Which
Correct.
she and Channing are apparently engaged.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So hot.
What were they for Halloween?
They looked like babies. I don't know what they were. They were wearing like onesies.
I loved Paris as Brittany.
I loved Paris as Brittany.
I love how much like positive trolling Paris does to Brittany.
Me too.
Like all the homage
like,
and like.
she just has her back.
Well, we didn't even talk about the book.
Oh, I know. I've been talking about it a lot.
I
but
haven't gone near it. Have you?
I'm 4 chapters in. I've been so busy. I'm listening to Michelle Williams read it. I cannot wait to get to the act out of Justin Timberlake being like faux shiz.
I just learned 6 Degrees of Britney Spears.
Yes.
I know someone. Okay, so the night that Britney the night that Britney was locked in the closet with the kids, right?
Okay.
Which I don't know anything about.
Wait,
Remember?
is this in the book? Brittany was locked in a closet?
When the police came to the house and it was and she was taken out on the stretcher. And
Oh
all
my
that.
God, I blacked that out.
That night.
Okay, yes.
So first of all, people have to remember that they interrupted network television for that shit.
Yeah.
Like people came in on that. It was like a helicopter and it was like breaking. The police
and
are
is
ready
that
to-
when she got 5150'd?
I think that part.
God, mine was so not as glamorous.
So see, you need the news
yeah,
call.
I know.
You
I
gotta
didn't
call
have
the
any
paparazzi.
vans. No one gave a shit.
But there's a police officer, a female police officer who's like working. Anyway, there are people working the scene, and when you Google them, Google anything about that, these people. I know the person who knows them and has all kinds of things to say about that.
Oh my God.
They were there.
Are you able to?
No, of course not.
Oh God.
I'll tell you in Blair.
Tell me and Blair.
I'll tell you in Blair.
Well-
You people come find these fingers on the street. I'll tell you the truth.
All I know is I have a lot of dancer friends. And
It's a dancer thing.
well, they were there for a lot of the stuff because she was touring through all of this.
Yes, yeah.
Until like
Because they forced her to work.
They forced her to work, but wouldn't let her control her money.
Yeah.
They were like, "Get to work, horse." You know, like she really was a
Exactly.
workworkhorse.
Did you see that?
And you got it in.
I got it.
Finally, fucking 1 hour into the podcast.
I just sent it out.
So basically, and just through whispers I've heard from people who know her, not necessarily all dancers, but like it seems to corroborate what I'm hearing in the book so far. So yeah, but interesting. I just want to know how Michelle Williams got tapped to be the voice.
Very interesting. And why not Brittany?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
not?
she says in it, she goes, "It's too painful for me to go back."
Oh, yeah.
And also, her voice is still very.
ouch.
It's well.
Her speaking voice or her singing voice?
Well, you know, her speaking voice is very like, it was very hard for me to go back. Like, I don't, it sounds like she has some sort of like vocal stuff going on. I don't know if it's, you know, they had her, she used to be able to belt. And
Yeah.
we were talking about this last week because I had my friend who was on American Idol on. She had the pipes. And then I think they made her do like baby voice. And I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But I'm very eager to finish reading it. I do feel like we got quite a lot of the.
Blair.
Oh God, Blair.
Hi, Blair.
This is so. It's like I'm talking.
It
and
looks
just-
like, no, what it looks like
I'm,
is she's trying to tell a secret.
Yeah,
and you're
she
trying to be
is.
like, Blair,
And I'm
stop
like,
it.
Blair,
Stop
shut
it.
up.
Don't say it.
Blair's having some reverse sneezing.
She's trying to
today,
give
guys.
spoiler alerts
Yeah,
to the
she
Britney
is.
book.
She's like, I'm like, Blair,
Well,
shut up. We're not
when
there yet.
Britney Spears did the MTV appearance, right? The fucking MTV.
Which one? Snake?
Video Awards. No. The one, the bad one.
Oh, the Gimme More.
That one.
With the
It
black.
was Gimme More.
It was Gimme More.
I love that song.
Well, that's a lot of people call Blackout her best album.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
It's very good.
But it's like, as that was happening live, you could see it was a setup. Not from her, but the whole thing was MTV set her up. Her people set her the
Yeah.
whole thing, even though I think in the book she says she wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It's still like everybody else knew maybe she wasn't ready, maybe it wasn't the best, whatever. But that was that was validation for the public to start hating her.
Yes, absolutely.
People really ran with that.
They did.
Like, she doesn't have her life together, or like, look, she can't even do what she's supposed to do.
Which,
and then people like really went in on her fall.
And it's crazy because now that we're finding out like what was going on, it's like, fuck, of course that's how it was.
Yeah.
You know?
And then imagine like, you're doing it all for the public, right?
Yeah.
Because of your fans and all that shit. And then all of that turns against you. And you can't even trust your family.
Yeah.
See, Blair agrees.
Blair's
right?
sick over it.
It's okay, baby.
Oh,
it's
babe,
okay,
it's
puppy.
okay.
It's
You're okay.
buddy.
You're
Hi.
okay. Oh,
She's so cute.
I know. She just
okay,
has something in her
puppy.
throat.
Hi.
Hi. Don't we all after last night?
I mean, so I really went to town. My boyfriend is like, he loves a spread.
I'm like, something in your throat. Oh, my boy. I really went to town on my boyfriend.
Well, we don't. It's not just for holidays.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I ate so much. It's like when it's all over the table and spreads, you have no calculation.
Just grazing.
Yeah, but it was delicious.
I love a graze.
Hi, puppy. And then we had pizza.
Oh, I love it. We had pizza after,
We had to
too.
clear food out of the way for more food.
That's what we did as well. We did a
good.
spread, and then we had pizza after.
What? Oh, I'll talk about pizza later. There's
Wait.
This
Oh, yeah, what?
there's a place in Hollywood.
What's it called? What is it?
Pache joint. It's right by
Oh,
you.
yeah. I love Pache joint.
That shit is so good, right?
Yeah, they have a vegan BLT that I really like there. I know, I'm annoying. I'm the worst.
No, I just forget.
I know, I'm
Sorry.
I feel shame about it.
I'm like, you should try it. It's called steak and cheese pizza. It's like, what the fuck? I can't even go near that. Sorry. Beef and cheese pizza.
Beefy beef, please.
I was vegan for a while. It's hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easier in LA, though, I will say.
100%.
So easy. And
You
now
just don't-
there's
yeah.
so much more stuff. It's more popular.
Well, and I was vegan in my 20s, and so it was like, who needs to eat? I'll just drink.
Yeah,
So it was
exactly.
that was
Very
what
easy.
being vegan was.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was just reverse alcoholism.
Wait,
I love a loophole.
yes. Wait, so who were before we wrap up, who were your favorite looks? Who do you think won Halloween celebrity wise this year? Because I feel like there was one that took my breath away. Yeah. Literally, I gasped. Because I will say, in like the other side of the Kendall is I hated her Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, it was so weak.
It was weak. She didn't even have a red lip. Like, honey, baby.
She had. There were elements of like the outline.
The outline. The outfit was on point.
Yeah.
The hair was on point
Yes.
from the look she was pulling from. But she did a nude, like basically the color lip that I'm wearing now is what she did, and not a red, which
Yeah.
I'm wearing a nude. She went with like a weird mauve nude.
But her sister also, like, what is their family's weird thing with being the Marilyn? Chloe has it.
Oh, yeah.
Kim did it at the Met.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Which one of them wants to fucking OD on pills after being effed by the president?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't get it.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was super weak, especially when you have that much money.
That's what I'm saying. And also, like, put on a red lip.
Like, what? They have a team of gay men around
Exactly.
them. Each one of them is armed with 6 gay men with fucking hair and makeup, right?
It's so true.
Which one of them is too afraid to tell Kendall?
Yeah. I mean, even if it had been in a shade of red, I would have been like a nod to the red, but to just do nude, like, what are you doing?
So I didn't see a lot of them. I just saw Paris. Who else was out there? I can't remember. I did see the Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah, that was
But
Kill Bill.
honestly, the queen. It was Courtney.
It was Courtney. You guys, Courtney, I'm sure you guys saw, but she dressed up as Kim at the Met Gala when she was pregnant in the floral dress that many people said she looked like a couch in.
Did she was on she worked at the Met Gala.
She went to the Met Gala and it has been panned as one of her worst looks ever.
She never wore it again. She didn't wear it on like a talk show or something.
No, not to my knowledge.
I think she's talking about it.
She's
on a talk
talked about
show.
it a lot
Yeah.
because it was talked about. Everyone was like, she looks like a couch.
Well, she was like, yeah, you're calling a pregnant girl fat.
Yeah.
I remember that being
Yes.
one of her lines.
Yes.
Which was, but people don't get that kind of fashion until later.
Yes.
It was very Bjork with the swan dress.
Yes, it was.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. Was of course my hero Margaret Cho was Bjork with the swan dress.
Oh, wait, someone else was Bjork with a swan dress.
It's one of my favorites. They make Christmas tree ornaments.
Yeah.
That are Bjork.
Oh,
with the
that's
swan
good.
dress.
That's
So
really good.
I ordered 12.
I love it. But Courtney looked amazing, I thought.
It was a read, it was a troll, it was a serve, it was a look,
Yeah.
it was an homage.
And she looked stunning,
She
I
looked
thought.
beautiful.
To be honest, I thought she looked better than
I know,
Kim.
she did,
right?
yeah.
And I'm not even saying that. You guys know I go back. I mean, Courtney is my girl, but sometimes I do lean towards Kim a
We
little
love
bit.
Kim. We all have to.
We all have to.
It's like in the contract.
It is.
Yeah.
But like, I think Courtney,
It was
perfect.
such a serve.
Yeah.
And especially because to take a look that she got, that her sister got torn apart
Yes.
for, to do it and kind of get nothing but compliments for it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like she got to skip the scandal and
Yes.
only get the glowing feedback.
Yes.
What a bitch.
Oh, such a bitch. And then I read she borrowed the actual dress.
That's beautiful. Because the other thing I was like, where the fuck do you find two of those?
Yeah.
Was she dating? Yeah, because
She was with
pregnant.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went together.
So I think it was that weird.
I think it was her first Met Gala, actually. Kim's.
Oh, again. See,
Yeah.
and of course now that's like legend.
Yeah.
That's such a risk.
Yeah.
But it was also in the overlap of she's dating Kanye and Kanye's crazy.
Yeah.
Not crazy, but like eccentric.
Yes.
In those days.
Well, he was eccentric, but back then, this was like 10 years ago. So Kanye was still in his like top dog era, but also like eccentric, crazy.
Right, but they weren't fashion leaders at that point.
No.
At all.
Although I'm sure Kanye would have something to
would
say
fucking
about
fight
that.
me with that one. I know. I still, yeah. It's like, and now everybody. It's kind of true though. Everyone has like totally like copied a little Kanye.
Oh yeah, totally. But yeah, Courtney won to me.
I think she's the winner. But anytime anyone dresses as Jennifer Lopez in that one dress,
Oh, the green dress.
the VMAs, was that it, or the Grammys?
I think it was the Grammys.
Yeah, that one. Anytime, and I saw that last night, but it was on a drag queen. But anytime I see someone do that, that's the winner.
Did you see any good costumes last night? That's what.
There were a bunch.
There were a lot of good costumes.
People were so good. There was a really good. Did you see the Little Mermaid and the Triton?
No.
They were epic.
So you guys, we went to the WeHo, not together, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
I would have.
Halloween's
loved to.
honestly, it's like fucking New Year's.
So
Like I
much.
can't make plans. With
No,
people.
it is. It's so much. And this is like WeHo, West Hollywood does a big carnival. They haven't done it in like 4 years because of the pandemic.
Oh.
So I think that's also, it's usually very crowded. And then it was even more so.
Yeah. It was my first time ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's super fun. And I love it. And last night was a blast. But yeah, you guys, you have all these amazing just people who, I mean, a lot of people are in the industry in that field, like costume designers.
Yeah.
Like you have people
Yes.
coming from who are take this seriously
like, background
with background
in
and
costumery.
resources, you know?
I mean, it's an easy one, but there was a couple and they were the, okay, one of my favorite things is people in Halloween costumes at the end of the night when they're tired.
Oh yeah.
Not drunk, just
Yes.
they're just over it. Their face is over it, but
yeah.
the rest of them is still in costume.
Yeah.
And it was a couple's costume, and they were the things outside, the tire balloon.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
There were two of them, but it was the end of the night, and they were exhausted.
Oh, my
so you have
God.
these two, but
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rest
yeah.
of them was.
That's so funny.
So I loved them. Did you see the guy who was just one big eyeball?
No.
He was purple.
I
and
bet
a
we
big-
saw different people because we were there so far apart.
different eras.
Yeah.
Well, it's also WeHo, so everyone. I saw like 12 sexy Egyptians.
Oh yeah.
Right. Who?
I saw a lot of
pharaohs.
cheerleaders, a lot of male cheerleaders.
Yes, we were behind some, and they were really fun.
I loved them.
They would people would yell at them, and then my friend Kiki, who's adorable, she was serial mom,
Oh, that's genius. I love that. I wish I had seen
but
it.
she was saying she got the game, and anytime she saw a Barbie, she'd say, "Hi Barbie," and get a hi Barbie back.
Oh, that's so
that
cute.
was the game.
There were a lot of Barbies and Kens.
There was a Cruella DeVille, and she had 4 dudes in pup gear, which is a kink thing. Have you seen pup gear?
No.
You wear so you have a tail. It's usually a butt plug, but then you have a pup mask,
Oh my God.
and it's like a dog mask, but it's leather and kind
Yeah.
of featureless.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Cute.
I don't know if they're sexy, but it's a kink.
Cute.
So there were 4 dudes in Dalmatian gear, but Dalmatian jock straps.
Oh,
so their
cute.
fucking asses.
I
hanging
love
out.
that.
And then they have the pup mask on, and then there was a drag Cruella
Oh, I love
in the center,
that.
and they were like around her. And even as people were reacting,
Mm-hmm.
like yes and all that, she never stopped.
Broke?
She never broke. She would just keep walking through the crowd, and so would they.
Oh my God, amazing.
They weren't like fanning out and waving. It
That's
was
the thing,
intense,
is
yeah.
it's performers here. It's, as I said earlier, theater nerds. So that's why you can't tell us not to wear what we've been planning on wearing for
Right.
many months,
and,
you know?
and fucking WeHo faggots who will fight you for their right to wear a jock strap.
That's true.
In public.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
on any given day.
So much nudity, you know?
There was a lot of nudity, but it's all the right kind.
It's all perfect. It's all great. It's fun.
But
and
no.
it's not, oh, but did you see the people? I mean, obviously, the people who come with the You're going to hell.
Oh, yes. I love them.
I know. My friend literally thought that they were in costume.
No, but that
I was
is a
like,
good
no, they're
costume.
real.
Yeah.
It would be a good costume, right?
Yeah. So it's interesting because I tour with Margaret, who's a queer person, and queer people show up to her shows. And so those people are outside of her shows sometimes.
The people who are like, you're going to hell.
And we perform at, like, sometimes it's Pride adjacent. I just did in Traverse City. I was at a Pride thing, and there was just fucking a couple megaphones and people with fucking pamphlets. Like, they're out there. They're mobile. They're mobile.
I mean, I'm just like, who do you think you're going to turn here? You think
Yeah.
we're all going to drop our jock straps and be like, you're right?
Also, there were so many straight. I was like, straight SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
straight Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a fuck about you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that because most people just give it right back. It's fun to.
Yeah.
It's fun to berate those.
Oh,
people.
a lot of people were taking pictures. There was one guy dressed up as, I think, Moses, who was taking a picture with them
Hilarious.
behind
Yeah,
him.
and he was probably tripping or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally.
Probably like,
No, absolutely.
But I do love Halloween. I'm always
I do
happy
too.
when people. There was one seriously good Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, really?
Like, nailed it.
Oh.
I took no pictures.
I took like one picture. I was pretty stoned. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I need to take a picture of right now is the
Blair. I
Do
know
you
she's
see this?
so cutie.
This little face.
She's the cutiest.
Look at that.
I know.
Wait, move the bottle.
Oh,
so you can see a little.
yeah. Sorry, guys.
Look
at that. She's just resting her little head on the table.
I love you, Blair.
Oh, and you guys, we started putting the videos up on YouTube. If you aren't aware, we used to only do Patreon, so you can also watch now. I don't think I've made a formal announcement about that.
Let
so
these nails be the announcement.
you guys go to YouTube, my YouTube page, look at these nails, look at this Blair. Oh, I saw this like big. This is the only picture.
Did you see me just hypnotized by my own nails in the screen? Did you see that?
Oh, I love it.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, you guys, you got to tune in to see these great beats we're hitting.
I can't stop. What?
I got, it's like a peacock, I think. It's like a bird.
Yeah, I did see them.
You did?
But they had a huge crowd around them.
Oh, yeah.
And people were reacting.
Yeah, there were a ton of really good.
And I think they had lighting on them.
Yeah, probably. There were a lot of good costumes. Although when we got back, Mitch was like, what was your favorite costume? And I said, mine, obviously.
No.
Like,
there was a guy, he was like an older like Latino guy.
Okay.
As Wednesday Addams.
Oh, I love that.
It was really good.
I love that. Wednesday is one of my favorites to dress up as. I've done Wednesday a few times.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously I have a tattoo. Clearly I'm into Wednesday.
I'm usually like Morticia or vampire adjacent.
Oh, yeah,
I really
yeah.
don't air outside of that.
Yeah, that's good for you though.
Yeah,
I think
it's like built in.
And those nails work for that.
Oh, they're
you know?
they're year round.
They're
now.
there. All right. Well, this was so fun.
I love Halloween. I love visiting you.
I know, I do
too.
too.
And I love being here on our Blair Day.
I know. We heard this little Sagittarius. It's her birthday month.
If I understand if it's someone else, I don't want to invite myself on someone's dead person bingo game. But even if you just want to brainstorm ideas.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Because I got a list.
Oh, good. Yeah, you're totally welcome. Oh, I love it. That was a good evil laugh.
Right, but thanks for having me back.
Oh yeah, where can everyone? What do you have coming up?
I'm touring with Margaret Cho through the end of the year,
Great.
so you can look up her dates, Margaret Cho, or that's also on thedanielwebb.com.
Great.
Everything is somewhere the Daniel Webb.
Okay,
That's me.
That's you on the web. Find the web on the web.
Web on the web.
And Blair, thank you so much for coming and joining us and not hacking up a lung with your
she's good.
reverse sneeze. No, she's good.
She's good.
And you guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Glitter and Garbage.
Glitter and garbage.